Hi everyone, welcome to the learning series of the SAP ABAP Backend Developer Cloud Edition. And in this series, we are going step by step through the modern ABAP development path, especially focused on ABAP in the cloud. So this course is actually perfect if you are preparing for an SAP ABAP Cloud certification, or you are a beginner who wants to transition into modern ABAP development. Okay, so all the lessons for this series is going to be taken from learning.sap.com, and if you are preparing for the SAP Certified Associate Backend Developer ABAP Cloud, then this series will also be beneficial to you. And so if you see right here, this is one of the learning journey that you have to go through before you go for this certification, acquiring core ABAP skills. So if you right click on this, you are going to see a lot of learning path, deepening your ABAP programming. And so we are going to be starting with learning basic ABAP programming, as this course will introduce you to the basics of ABAP programming. So it is based on the SAP Business Technology Platform. However, the content is also suitable for SAP S/4HANA Cloud as well. All right, we are going straight to the first lesson, and the objective of the first lesson is that we are going to build an ABAP cloud project. All right, and so after completing this current lesson that we are going to start, you will be able to create an ABAP cloud project, right? So the major objective, or the learning objective, also includes that after completing this course, you will be able to understand where ABAP Cloud runs on business technology platform, and you can also set up your development environment, and you can also successfully create your first ABAP Cloud project in Eclipse. So the first step is that we are going to get familiarized with our development environment. And of course, we are going to be using Eclipse ADT, or we can say Eclipse and ADT, that is ABAP development technology. So to develop ABAP applications on the SAP business technology platform, we first need the correct development environment. And we know that SAP uses Eclipse with the ABAP development tools, also called as ADT. So Eclipse itself is just the tool. It does not contain ABAP. So instead, we connect it remotely to an ABAP system. So if you have not yet installed Eclipse yet, please refer to my previous video where I show you how to install Eclipse. You can go to so you can refer to this my video, Modern ABAP Programming, Eclipse ADT Setup and Overview. So the link will also be in the description. You can click on it. So that video will show you how to install Eclipse, how to install the ABAP development tools, and how to verify your setup. Okay, so before we continue, let's quickly clarify some concepts. And the concept we are going to be talking about is what we call the ABAP perspective. Okay, so generally a perspective in Eclipse is simply a workspace layout. So you can think of it like a dashboard that contains different views, such as source code editor, the project explorer, error messages, ABAP documentation, object search, and where use list. So these are all views, and when working with ABAP, we always switch to the ABAP perspective. And so, because there's also the Java perspective, now for us to switch to the ABAP perspective, let's go to Eclipse. You can just go right to window here and then look for the perspective. You can say open perspective. Now I've not yet added the ABAP, so I'm going to just quickly install the ADT once more, then come back and continue. Or rather, we can just quickly do it together. You go to help, click on help, and then go to install new software, right? Then in the work with, we're going to paste the SAP update site URL right here. It's https://tools.hana.ondemand.com. I'll just paste it right there. The full explanation is in the video in the description. And then you have to add latest to get the latest tools. So let's add this, say ADT, then click on add. So what am I adding? I'm adding the ABAP development tools. So I select this, then keep everything. If you are installing tools for SAP, that's not what we are doing right now. So we can click on next. It takes a while to install. Okay, and then we have this. We're going to be installing these tools. So I will just click on next, read the license agreement, accept, then click on finish. So now we have ADT installed in our, okay, not yet. We need to also accept to trust the authorities, then select trust selected. There's another site. If you look below here, you see installing software 15%. So we actually have to wait for this to go down or run down to 100%. So my bad. I was actually checking and saying, okay, why is this not installed? All right. Yeah, patience is virtue, right? So it goes up to 100% and then displays restart Eclipse IDE to apply the software update. So click on restart now. And yeah, we wait for the system to restart. Okay, now you'll see some release notes for ABAP development tools for Eclipse. You have the time you can read on this. And then you can also check by going to Window, Perspective, Open Perspective, Select Order. You should see ABAP right here. So we can select ABAP and then open the ABAP perspective. Yeah, so now you can see right here, create an ABAP project instead of create a Java project. Actually, this video is not for installation. I already made the installation video. All right, so I was just trying to explain what a perspective is and what a view is, and I didn't realize the ADT was not installed on my system and I had to do the reinstallation again. Good for those who are just joining. All right, so basically, there are also two types of ABAP projects in Eclipse ADT. So these two main types are, the first one is the ABAP project that will be used for on-premise systems. So for example, you have the SAP ECC or the on-premise S4HANA project. You also have the second one, which is the ABAP Cloud project. And this is used for SAP Business Technology Platform ABAP environment. And I will show you what this looks like. Or SAP S4HANA Cloud. So in this course, we'll be using or we'll be focused on ABAP Cloud project. So if we open if you go right to your browser and just type BTP cockpit, so you should get this. All right. So we're going to be understanding where the ABAP Cloud actually lives. So this is the SAP Business Technology Platform. If you have not created an account, you can just go ahead, click on sign in or sign up as the case may be, like register and create a free account. I already have an account, so I'm going to sign in. Yeah, so I then click on this use free trial at account.hanatrial.ondemand.com. So you then open this tab. So right here, you can just say go to trial account. So of course, during your installation, you'll be prompted to create sub-account. So click create a sub-account. I have already created a sub-account here. What we should know about SAP Business Technology Platform is that this is SAP's platform as a service. Okay. So everything starts with what we call a global account, right? So you're going to have a global account. So a global account actually represents your contract or your subscription with SAP. All right. So it could be a free trial account like what I'll be using now, and I also recommend you to use. Or you can also have a productive enterprise account. So inside a global account, you have what we call a sub account. So your global account can have one or more sub accounts. So each sub account can be configured differently based on maybe regions or different runtimes or different services. The third thing about the SAP BTP is the runtime environment. So inside SAP account, you can deploy a runtime. So there are two of it, the Cloud Foundry and the Kyma, right? So for ABAP Cloud, we are going to use the Cloud Foundry runtime environment. So inside the Cloud Foundry, you can deploy the ABAP environment. So this is the actual ABAP system that we connect to from Eclipse. So in this course, we will use the ABAP on SAP BTP, but everything you learn also is relevant to on-premise S4HANA or SAP S4HANA Cloud. So let me also show you a picture from the website. So you have the global account. You have created your global account, and then your global account can have sub accounts. All right. And for us to create an ABAP environment or ABAP instance, we need a Cloud Foundry environment. So this is how the SAP Business Technology Platform structure looks like, right? Of course, you can have multiple sub accounts based on different runtime. So if we want to use Kyma runtime, or we want to create a different instance that is not an ABAP instance, then you can create different sub accounts. But for a free trial, these sub accounts might be limited, right? Okay. So that's that about the ABAP environment on the business technology platform. And now we move to creating the ABAP Cloud project. So let's head back to Eclipse. And so to create our first project, open your Eclipse. Let me close the release notes. You can see ABAP Cloud ADT survey we don't need. Then I have already switched to the ABAP perspective. Make sure you are on the ABAP perspective. Then go to File, New, and then we can click on ABAP Cloud Project. So now, it says connection to ABAP service instance, specify the ABAP service instance for connecting to the cloud environment, ABAP service URL. Okay, are you looking for the right URL? You can use the SAP Fiori Launchpad URL of your system, or do you have a service key? Extract the URL from the service key. Trying to use the ABAP Cloud development model in the private cloud or on-premise, create a regular ABAP project. So, okay, the URL, let's go ahead and create the service key. So then we can see the URL from the service key. However, if you don't know what the service key is, what is a service key? A service key actually contains the following. It contains the system URL. It contains the client. It also contains authentication details. And finally, the service key also allows Eclipse to securely connect to your ABAP system on SAP Business Technology Platform. So the SAP Business Technology is the platform, right, where we have our services, our instances, and our applications. So we need to enter the URL. Okay, so if you don't know the URL beforehand, let's go ahead to create the service key and then get the URL from the service key. So you can go ahead and open your SAP BTP trial account. So open SAP BTP cockpit, and then you can say go to your trial account. Right here, you have already created sub account, so you can click on the sub account. So before you create a service key, you need to create an instance, right? So remember the picture we saw? We want to create an ABAP instance, and since the instance is not here, you just click on create. So for an ABAP instance, what is the environment? The environment is an ABAP environment. So this is the service, and then you can just give a name for it, an instance name. So I'll just type ABAP environ. So click on next. Right here it's going to ask you to specify parameters. So just enter the same email that you used to register for this free trial. So I'm going to enter the email, and then you can also do the same. So after entering your email, you are going to click on create or next, as the case may be. So when you click on next, you get the preview. Service ABAP environment, the service plan is shared. Runtime environment, we're using the Cloud Foundry space dev. Okay, so then click on create. It says creating an instance takes a while. Instance creation in progress. All right, so right here you can see that the instance, ABAP environment instance, was created. So remember, we're looking for the service URL. So when you click on the dots right here, you're going to see create service key. Click on create service key. Just give a name for your service key. Give a reasonable name. Say SCPVIC_SRV. All right. Then you can click on create. So it's going to generate a JSON file for you, and you can copy that JSON file. So, okay, it says created service keys subvic_srv. And all you need to do now is just right click here. So we're looking for the service key. So when you click on the instance that we just created, you can see service keys here. So click on service keys. You see the service key that we created. Then you can click right here to view it. So when you click on view, then you can copy it. While I don't want to show you the service key. So when you copy that, or when you're able to open the JSON file, the first thing you are actually going to see is the URL. So I'll just copy the URL and paste it right here without the quotes. Okay, so then you can click on next. So log into the ABAP service instance, log on by using an external browser. So open logon page in browser for users with several accounts. If you're already logged on in the default browser with a user account, which you do not want to use for the new project, then use the copy logon URL to clipboard option. So there are two options here. So right here, you can just open logon page in the same browser that we are currently on, or you can just copy the URL link to the clipboard so that you're able to log on to the page. So I will just click on open logon page in browser. Yeah, so let's click on open logon page in browser. So you have been successfully logged on. You can close this page and continue in the ABAP development tools. So yeah, we can close this. All right, so now we have this new ABAP Cloud project. So we want to specify the project settings for the new project. This is our service instance URL. We have the user ID, and then the client. Then we have the project name, working set. So you click on next, click on finish. So we have a project right here. All right, so we now have our ABAP Cloud project created. So from here, you can go on to create new files, classes, programs, and several things that we can create. Okay, so in summary, you have successfully understood the SAP Business Technology Platform. You have also learned where ABAP Cloud runs, and you have also created your first ABAP Cloud project. So in the next lessons, we'll be working with packages, namespaces, and development objects. So if you find this video helpful, please like this video, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.